got annoyed the other day because I was, what happens is people overthink things. And in this day and age, it happens more and more. They think about the thing and they confuse thinking with work. And more often than not, thinking is not working. And this is where people will yell at me on the internet and go, well, if I just don't think about anything and I move really fast, I could move fast in the wrong direction. Yeah, you could, but just iterate, move fast and iterate.
Mhm.
And that's what most people don't do. And so I'll tell my team all the time, you're thinking about this way too much. Make a decision in 30 seconds. What's the decision? I'll tell you if I like it, yes or no. I like the decision, move forward. And so ask yourself that in life.
It reminds me of I think it was an former SAS soldier that I was speaking to. And he said his friend was going through a lot of problems in his life, going through a divorce, et cetera, et cetera. I said, you're an SAS, soldier. What should I do? And he said, when you're in the middle of the woods and you're feeling lost, start walking. And it's a nice metaphor for life, which is you'll die of starvation just stood there overthinking about your problems, lost in the middle of the woods. But if you start walking, you'll gain some information. You'll gain your bearings. And I think especially in my earlier career, I was certainly a victim of like procrastinating myself into a hole with a big business problem. But even this morning, I had something. This morning, my team in the UK was speaking to me about quite a critical business decision that I had to make. Like, an older version of me would spend 3 months trying to get this decision right. But a more mature version of me knows that there is no perfect outcome. There's pain on all sides of this decision.
So true.
So I wrote this long ass like essay memo this morning and sent it into a person in one of my offices in Europe. And it's so crazy that this person responded within, because I was so concerned about what they might say and how it might, and they responded within 4.5 minutes. And they're like, yeah, cool, got it. I actually agree. And no need to call me because I completely understand. And I thought, fucking hell, that could have taken 3 months of us all in a boardroom deliberating how to break this news.
100%. One thing I've also realized, if you want to get higher level positions, one of the other things you can do to get there faster, I think, is your speed of communication. It's not even your speed of action. Think about exactly what you want to say with as few words as possible and be as direct as possible in it. And I've realized there's a huge correlation in our executives we hire between those who are good, they speak fast, they are clear, and they don't waste other people's times. There are a couple of executives I still have at some of my companies, and there are two that I know I have to move on because they're not fast enough. And they're not fast enough in their communication. I should have seen that up front. And I think the way that you communicate is often the way you work.